What's up, family? Yes, sir. Before we get the video started, we're going to go on a little journey. I got to go cash some T-checks, pay some carriers, pay my freight broker agent. Everybody's getting paid today and pay some bills. But before we get to the video, I have something very, very, very important to speak to you about what's going to happen next year with the transportation industry. But we have a campaign going on. Now, you might be wondering, what's the campaign? The campaign is basically, we need 1,000 subscribers by October 1st, 2022. How can you help? Well, first, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and let your daddy know, let your mama know, let your grandpa know, your uncle know, your auntie know, your cousin know, your sister know, your brother know, your nephew know, your niece know, your neighbor, your co-worker, let the pastor know, let the grocery lady know, let them know that daddy-o is on. Because this is the #1 freight broker, transportation, owner-operator, truck driver, video vlog on YouTube. Y'all see I got the nice attire on, right? So, okay, got that out the way. So, I got very, very important announcements. If you guys don't know what's going on in the transportation industry, let me fill you guys in while we go on the journey, cash these T-checks. So, I got my T-checks. They're filled out, signatures on the back. We're going to hit the bank. We're going to cash these checks. And we're going to politic. Y'all hear me? Heading to the bank. Got this little guy with me. I'm on daddy duty. Look, he want to get by the window and all that stuff. Not right now. I'm recording right now. It's #1 freight broker. V-Vlog. We got to do it correctly. I want you guys to hear me. But while I go cash these T-checks, if you guys don't know, coming next year, like again, I don't want to say some stuff that YouTube hits me with a sensitive event or you can't speak about employment. So if you guys don't know, I hope you guys are keeping up with your trucking information and all the new news and what's going on. But if you guys don't know, I want to let you guys know is that coming next year, there's going to be new terms on how you can get your CDL license. As of right now, you can go to your local mom and dad CDL training school, and you can talk to them. They'll help you along the way. As a matter of fact, they'll train you, give you the proper equipment and trucks to use, so you'll be able to get your CDL license. Well, coming next year, you're not going to be able to do that. Technically, what's going to happen is you're going to have to go on the registry list that has qualified schools and companies that are qualified with the government to train truck drivers. Now, their approach is to help get the right people driving these big trucks. And I'm guessing there's a lot of truck accidents and deaths and all type of stuff, and they want to minimize that. And what's going to happen is, I don't know, I'm not a fortune teller, I'm not a prophet, but when you have something like that, a lot of these big name schools, right, these training facilities are charging $5,000 to $7,000 to $8,000. And then you have your mom and pop training that are going to give you the same training, the same requirements, the same hours, the same equipment, the same trucks, for half that price, And when you eliminate them out the way and you're only dealing with these mainstream, if I can say mainstream type of training, it can only cause some tension down the line. Like, if you can't afford $5,000 to pay for your school, then when it's all said and done, I'm paranoid when he's in the car. But anyways, when it's all said and done, we're going to have less people on the road, or less people training to get these certifications because they can't afford it. And yes, they have programs where, you can sign up with the Career Source and they'll help you obtain your CDL license if you've been out of work for the last 6 months and you're on unemployment. There's regulations on that too, who gets qualified or not. And they also have Sally Mae, where you can go ahead and get a student loan. Like, come on, do we need a student loan? Do we really need a student loan just to become truck drivers? So with that being said, what I'm trying to get at is saying that, listen, if you're been thinking about getting your CDL license, been thinking about becoming a truck driver, changing your career, right now is the time. This is the best time for you to change profession, and wherever you're at, go get your CDL license. Okay? Get your CDL license now, before next year. I don't want to say a month, because YouTube is real sensitive about what kind of information you spread. But go get your license. Obtain your license now, before these new rules and regulations start to kick in. Because once it kicks in, it's going to be 2 times harder than it is now. And right now, it's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake right now. All you got to do is study, get your permit, and then go up to all these mom and pops or mainstream schools. They got so much choices. But when you got to register, and when these companies have to register and be approved by the government to train people, it's great. Listen, I'm for it. Thank you for making sure you got the best qualified people to drive these big trucks that are carrying 30 to 40,000 pounds. Thank you. But don't forget about the little people too. And I understand you can get a loan, but come on, you want to get in the game with less overhead. We don't want to be stuck working for someone. You see, even Rolly is upset. Rolly was trying to get his CDL license. I had to get mine first. I was telling Rolly, get your license. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm on the way to getting my license. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you guys don't know nothing about that, right now is the best time. Get your license now. If you study your butt off, you go to school every day, or go to training every day, study your butt off. You can pass within 2 to 3 weeks. With this new terms of guidelines, I think you have to go to school minimum 3 months. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, but at the end of the day, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It might be hard and difficult for me, but it might not be hard and difficult for the next person. It's just a way of life. So that's why I wanted to touch base on and tell you guys about what's going on. And if you guys didn't know, it's going to be a ripple effect in the trucking industry. And hey, we might have a shortage on drivers and more demand, which is good. If you're a truck driver, you already got your CDL license. Hey, next year you might make the most money you ever did your whole life as a truck driver, because there might be a shortage on drivers due to this new terms and agreement that's coming out. Which means there's a supply and demand. There's a demand in drivers, and there's more supply. So what you do? You're gonna have to pay these drivers more money to pick up your loads. So that's why we're moving the way we're moving, to get a license, get trucks, so we'll be able to pick these loads up. These loads that are not gonna get picked up because these new rules and guidelines are coming out. So, hey, 2022, man. I'm on the way to the bank right now to go cash these T-checks. I'm gonna see y'all when I